بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So as you know that, Alhamdulillah, with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we start a new lesson of understanding all the terms of marfu, mansub and majroor. So we know that these is all about the case. We have marfu, mansub, majroor. So we can mix the gender with number. So this is how we have 6 numbers: मुदक्कर वाहिद, मुदक्कर तस्निया, मुदक्कर जमा, मुअन्नस वाहिद, मुअन्नस तस्निया, मुअन्नस जमा. And now this 6 into 12. Since we have 6 versions over here, so when it multiplied by 2, we have 12. So how the 12 would be? Marifa mudakkar wahid, Marifa mudakkar tasniya, Marifa mudakkar jama, Marifa muannas wahid, Marifa muannas tasniya, Marifa muannas jama. How many? 6. Then we can take nakira. Nakira mudakkar wahid, Nakira mudakkar tasniya, Nakira mudakkar jama, Nakira muannas wahid, Nakira muannas tasniya, Nakira muannas jama. Now the 6. So 6 with marifa and 6 with nakira, it became 12. It became 12. Now this is the actual version. Actual version of almost 36. How it would be? Because we have the total of 12 up to here. When it multiplied by 3, it became 36. So 12 with marfu, 12 with mansub, and 12 with majroor. How it will be the calculation? Let's see. First, we'll take the word marfu. Marfu marifa mudakkar wahid, marfu marifa mudakkar tasniya, marfu marifa mudakkar jama, marfu marifa muannas wahid, marfu marifa muannas tasniya, marfu marifa muannas jama, marfu nakira mudakkar wahid, marfu nakira mudakkar tasniya, marfu nakira mudakkar jama, marfu nakira muannas wahid, marfu nakira muannas tasniya, marfu nakira muannas jama. So that's how we completed 12 for marfu. Same with mansub. Let's say mansub marifa mudakkar wahid, mansub marifa mudakkar tasniya, mansub marifa mudakkar jama, mansub marifa muannas wahid, mansub marifa muannas tasniya, mansub marifa muannas jama, mansub nakira mudakkar wahid, mansub nakira mudakkar tasniya, mansub nakira mudakkar jama, mansub nakira muannas wahid, mansub nakira muannas tasniya, mansub nakira muannas jama. And this is how 12. So what is the calculation over here? First we need to take the word marfu. It doesn't change for the 12 consideration. It remains the same, the word marfu. And marifa would change in 6th, and remaining 6 will be done for nakira. And the calculation of marifa, how it would be is the 6, 3 of mudakkar and 3 of muannas. That's how we have marifa 6, nakira 6. When we add marfu, it became 12. So let's read for the majroor. Majroor marifa mudakkar wahid, majroor marifa mudakkar tasniya, majroor marifa mudakkar jama, majroor marifa muannas wahid, majroor marifa muannas tasniya, majroor marifa muannas jama, majroor nakira mudakkar wahid, majroor nakira mudakkar tasniya, majroor nakira mudakkar jama, majroor nakira muannas wahid, majroor nakira muannas tasniya, majroor nakira muannas jama. Sounds clear? So this will be the calculation where we can understand the 36 terms. Okay. So any word, any noun into the Arabic language, it would be among these 36. As we know that for each and every noun, we have 4 elements. 1 element from the case, 1 element from the state, 1 element from the gender, 1 element from the number. Sounds clear? So we'll start with state marifa nakira, marfu mansub majroor, mudakkar muannath, wahid tasniya and jama. So this is how we have total version of. Okay. So now, so this for the calculation of 6 word, this one, Mudakkar Wahid, Mudakkar Tasniya, Mudakkar Jama, Muannas Wahid, Muannas Tasniya, Muannas Jama. So we have done the calculation of i'rab. What is that? So we have 6 format. How are the 6 format? Mudakkar Wahid, Mudakkar Tasniya, Mudakkar Jama, Muannas Wahid, Muannas Tasniya, Muannas Jama. For the 6 we have the qaida. What is the qaida? If the word is Mudakkar Wahid, Muannas Wahid, so the marfu will be Dhamma. Marfu with Dhamma. Example, Muslimun, Muslimatun. So Muslimun is the example of Mudakkar Wahid. Muslimatun is the example of Muannas Wahid. Mansubun bil fathati. Musliman, Muslimatan. Majrurun bil kasrati. Muslimin, Muslimatin. Sounds clear? So this qaida is applicable for both Mudakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid. What is the qaida? Marfu'un bil dhamma, mansubun bil fatha, majrurun bil kasra. So this marfu bil dhamma, it's only applicable in these two, Mudakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid. Mansub bil fatha is applicable only for these two, Mudakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid. Majrur bil kasra into this one. Okay. So we have the examples over here as well. Now look at Mudakkar Tasniya, Mudakkar Muannas Tasniya. It has the same qaida. What is the qaida? Marfu bil alif. Now, they were marfu bil dhamma. Here we have marfu with alif. So, since the actual letter of Muslim is with meme, meme is the last letter of word Muslim. So, what are these two? Alif noon. Alif noon is the additional letter added to the dual version. So, now here, alif is the sign of rafa, not the dhamma. So, dhamma is related to only wahid, not to dual. Is that clear to you? So what do you say? Muslimani is marfu with alif. So where is the tanween here? There is no tanween. This noon is the replacement of tanween. This noon is the replacement of tanween. So Muslimani. So how do you say Muslimani? Marfu'un bil alif. Marfu'un bil alif. Muslimatani. Marfu'un bil alif. Why? Because both have alif in it. Okay, what is the difference between Mudhakkar and Muannas? With ta. Muslimani, Muslimatani. Clear? Okay. Mansub bilya and Majrur bilya. Whenever they are in the state of Nasab, in the state of Jar, they are like this. Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimataini, Muslimataini. So instead of alif, you would say Mansub bilya, Majrur bilya. Mansub bilya. How do you know it's Mansub and Majrur? According to the context, you can understand it's Mansub and Majrur. But the sign for Mansub and Majrur would be the same. The sign for Mansub and Majrur would be the same. Mansub and Bilya, Muslimaini. Majrur and Bilya, Muslimaini. For the feminine, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. But there is a good news over here. We have to just remember Mudhakkar Tasniya and Muannas Tasniya about the i'rab, like how they are marfu, how they are mansub, and how they are majrur. But in practical world, there are no such examples for dual. There are no such examples for dual into the Arabic language. Okay. So seldom you find the examples related to marfu for dual examples. Okay. You don't find such dual into this one. Okay, let's move to how many things remaining out of this? 4 remaining. What are the 4 things? Or 2 things remaining. Since we completed Mudhakkar Wahid, Muannas Wahid, Mudhakkar Tasniya, Muannas Tasniya. So what remains with us? Mudhakkar Jama and? Yes, Mudhakkar Jama and what? Yes, what is the example? Muannas Jama. Very good. Barakallahu feekum. Okay. So here, out of these 6, 2 are with one another. Mudhakkar Wahid, Muannas Wahid. Mudhakkar Tasniya, Muannas Tasniya. So both are same. So now we have Mudhakkar Jama is different, little bit different. How? This one. These are the example of Mudhakkar Jama. Marfu'un bil waw, muslimuna. Mansubun bil ya, muslimina. Majrur bil ya, muslimina. But you may have one doubt. So muslimina, muslimaini. How do you take the difference between dual and plural? Simple. Look at the word muslimina. Before ya, mim has kasra and nun has fatha in jama. Whereas muslimaini, mim has fatha, nun has kasra. Exactly. So you have remember one thing. So another would be the exactly opposite to it. So remember for Jama, because you don't find such examples for 12. Very few. Okay. So it's better Muslimina. So end with Noon with Fatha. Muslimina. You find this example very much in the Quran. So pick it out. Muslimina. Okay. Muslimina. Noon has Fatha. And Mim has Kasra. Whereas Muslimaini. Okay. So you'll find more examples of Majroor, Mudakkar, Jama. Okay. What is the qaida for Muannas Jama? Marfu'un bil dhamma muslimatun. Okay. Where do you find the same exact qaida marfu bil dhamma? Where? In Mudakkar, Wahid and Muannas Wahid. So marfu'un bil dhamma muslimatun. Marfu'un bil dhamma muslimatun. What about these two? Mansubun bil kasra, majrurun bil kasra. So the word muslimat, it's always majroor and mansub bil kasra. So it cannot be mansub bil fatha. Unlike the Mudakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid. What is in Mudakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid? Mansub bil fatha. Why we can't use Jam Muannas into this category? With one reason. What's the reason? If we consider Marfu bil Dhamma, Majrur bil Kasra are the same. But only thing is different in Muannas Jama is what? They are Mansub bil Kasra. That's the reason behind it. We made the different consideration for them. Is that clear to you? So this is the qaida for Mudakkar and Muannas Wahid. Hope everybody has the clear. Okay. So now look at here. Innal Muslimina wal Muslimati wal Mu'minina wal Mu'minati. And we know that because of inna, the word became mansub. Okay. So what is this? What are the four elements of this word? Muslimina. So it is majrurun bil ya. Sorry, mansubun bil ya. How do you know it's mansub? Because of inna. Because of inna. Okay, let's say it's not a part of the Quran, but we say inna lil muslimina wal muslimati. Okay, lil muslimina wal muslimati. So now this same muslimina became majrur. Why? Because of lam harf jar. Okay, is that clear to you? There is a ayah or there is a word in the Quran or in the Hadith which say in the ayah of the Quran, "Manastaghfiru lil mu'minina wal mu'minati." So you have to understand the word muslimina wal muslimati. So muslimin and muslimati, they are the same, but with respect to the word before it. So this is the case of all mansubat. Muslimina is the example of mansub. Muslimina, muslimati is the example of mansub. Mu'minina. So that it's jama muannas, but mansub bil kasra. Okay. Mu'minat, jama mansub, jama muannas, but majrur mansub with kasra. Okay. فالصالحات قانتات حافظات صالحات مرفوع بالضمة قانتات مرفوع بالضمة حافظات قانتات حافظات مرفوع بالضمة. Look at here in this biggest ayah what we find? We find all of them as mansub and mansub example for both masculine and feminine. Innal muslimina. والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين والحافظات والذاكرين والذاكرات. All of the examples of mansoob, if they are mudhakkar jama, so it would be mansoob bil ya. If they are muannas jama, it's mansoob bil kasra. So these are the examples related to what we have done. Okay, so I want everyone to please read out so that you can have the example. So please read this 36. You can pick one word from marfu and start with all this.
مرفوع معرفة مذكر واحد مرفوع معرفة مذكر تثنية مرفوع معرفة مذكر جمع مرفوع معرفة مؤنث واحد مرفوع معرفة مؤنث تثنية مرفوع معرفة مؤنث جمع مرفوع نكرة مذكر واحد مرفوع نكرة مذكر تثنية مرفوع نكرة مذكر جمع مرفوع نكرة مؤنث واحد مرفوع نكرة مؤنث تثنية مرفوع نكرة مؤنث جمع منصوب معرفة مذكر واحد منصوب معرفة مذكر تثنية منصوب معرفة مذكر جمع منصوب معرفة مؤنث واحد منصوب معرفة مؤنث تثنية منصوب معرفة مؤنث جمع منصوب نكرة مذكر واحد منصوب نكرة مذكر تثنية منصوب نكرة مذكر جمع منصوب نكرة مؤنث واحد منصوب نكرة مؤنث تثنية منصوب نكرة مؤنث جمع مجرور معرفة مذكر واحد مجرور معرفة مذكر تثنية مجرور معرفة مذكر جمع مجرور معرفة مؤنث واحد مجرور معرفة مؤنث تثنية مجرور معرفة مؤنث جمع مجرور نكرة مذكر واحد مجرور نكرة مذكر تثنية مجرور نكرة مذكر جمع مجرور نكرة مؤنث واحد مجرور نكرة مؤنث تثنية مجرور نكرة مؤنث جمع.
Okay, very good, mashallah, tabarakallah. Next student, please.
مرفوع معرفة مذكر واحد مرفوع معرفة مذكر تثنية مرفوع معرفة مذكر جمع مرفوع معرفة مؤنث واحد مرفوع معرفة مؤنث تثنية مرفوع معرفة مؤنث جمع مرفوع نكرة مذكر واحد مرفوع نكرة مذكر تثنية مرفوع نكرة مذكر جمع مرفوع نكرة مؤنث واحد مرفوع نكرة مؤنث تثنية مرفوع نكرة مؤنث جمع منصوب معرفة مذكر واحد منصوب معرفة مذكر تثنية منصوب معرفة مذكر جمع منصوب معرفة مؤنث واحد منصوب معرفة مؤنث تثنية منصوب معرفة مؤنث جمع منصوب نكرة مذكر واحد منصوب نكرة مذكر تثنية منصوب نكرة مذكر جمع منصوب نكرة مؤنث واحد منصوب نكرة مؤنث تثنية منصوب نكرة مؤنث جمع مجرور معرفة مذكر واحد مجرور معرفة مذكر تثنية مجرور معرفة مذكر جمع مجرور معرفة مؤنث واحد مجرور معرفة مؤنث تثنية مجرور معرفة مؤنث جمع مجرور نكرة مذكر واحد مجرور نكرة مذكر تثنية مجرور نكرة مذكر جمع मजरूर नकिरा मुअन्नस वाहिद, मजरूर नकिरा मुअन्नस तस्निया, मजरूर नकिरा मुअन्नस जमा.
Okay, next student please. Barakallahu feek.
مرفوع معرفة مذكر واحد، مرفوع معرفة مذكر تثنية، مرفوع معرفة مذكر جمع، مرفوع معرفة مؤنث واحد، مرفوع معرفة مؤنث تثنية، مرفوع معرفة مؤنث جمع، مرفوع
Yes, I have completed, sir.
Yes. Okay. So we can move to another slide. inshallah. Yes, we have to memorize this one. For Mudakkar Wahid, for Muannath Wahid, what is the qaida? Marfu'un bil dhamma, mansubun bil fatha, majrurun bil kasra. For the examples of this one, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. So Muslimun marfu'un bil dhamma, Musliman, mansubun bil fatha, Muslimin, majrurun bil kasra. Muslimatun marfu'un bil dhamma, Muslimatan, mansubun bil fatha, Muslimatin, majrurun bil kasra. And for the qaida of Mudhakkar Tasniya, Muannath Tasniya, marfu'un bil alif, mansubun bil ya, majrurun bil ya. Examples: Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. So Muslimani marfu'un bil alif, Muslimaini mansubun bil ya, Muslimaini majrurun bil ya. Muslimatani mansubun marfu'un bil alif, Muslimataini mansub bil ya, Muslimataini majrur bil ya. Okay. And this qaida Mudhakkar Jama, marfu'un bil waw, mansubun bil ya, mansubun bil ya. Examples: Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. So Muslimuna marfu'un bil waw, Muslimina majrurun bil mansubun bil ya, and Muslimina majrurun bil ya. And the last qaida you have to remember, Muannath Jama, marfu'un bil dhamma, Muslimatun, mansubun bil fatha, mansubun bil kasra, Muslimatin, and majrurun bil kasra, Muslimatin. Sounds clear? So who will remember or who will memorize? Please let me know. Let's give a try. Would you say the qaida?
May I continue start now?
Sorry?
I had failed some work. Sorry, I stopped in between.
Yeah, the first qaida would be Mudhakkar Wahid and Muannas Wahid. Second qaida, Mudhakkar Tasniya, Muannas Tasniya.
مذكر تثنية.
Fourth qaida, third qaida, Mudhakkar Jama. Fourth qaida, Muannas Jama. So there are only 4 qaidas. Okay. So let's begin.
और start मुझे मतलब सही तरह से start सब चीज तो समझ नहीं आई start.
So these are the examples of Marfu, Mansub and Majroor. So what do you have to do? You have to memorize this qaida. Marfuun bil dhamma. So what is the qaida for Mudhakkar Wahid, Muannas Wahid? Marfuun bil dhamma, mansubun bil fatha, majrurun bil kasra. What is the qaida for Mudhakkar Tasniya, Muannas Tasniya? Marfuun bil alif, mansubun bil ya, majrurun bil ya. And what is the qaida for Mudhakkar Jama? Marfuun bil waw, mansubun bil ya, majrurun bil ya. And the qaida for Muannas Jama? Marfuun bil dhamma, mansubun bil kasra, majrurun bil kasra. Okay. So these are the examples. So Jazakallah khair, barakallahu feekum, ahsanallahu ilaykum, shukran, barakallahu feekum.